And in all of this, Hamas is pressing on with talks on securing a ceasefire in Gaza despite Israel's decision to not send a delegation. The truce talks, which began in Cairo on Sunday, are seen as the final hurdle to establish an extended ceasefire in the 5-month-old war. This also comes in time for the month of Ramadan, the fasting month for Muslims, which is expected to begin on Sunday. The truce is initially expected to last for 6 weeks. Israel has declined public comment on the Cairo talks or its decision not to attend. However, reports have suggested that Egyptian mediators have been in touch with Israelis, allowing negotiations to continue despite their absence. This as Israel now demands that Hamas should present a list of elderly, sick and female hostages who would be the first to be released as part of the truce. Diplomatic sources in Washington say it was unclear what was stopping Hamas from producing a list identifying the first 40 hostages. However, a Hamas official has said that the organization does not know which of the hostages are dead or alive. The official has also added that the hostages are in different locations with different groups. This in turn is making it difficult to make a cumulative list of hostages. The proposal that is currently being discussed will last for around 40 days. During this time, Hamas would release around 40 of the more than 100 hostages they are still holding in return for around 400 detainees held in Israeli jails. Now, on the other hand, Israel's closest ally, Washington, is signaling an apparent change of tone in its support. The U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris has called on Israel to do more to improve the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. Washington has also expressed that a deal remains close, but Israel has disputed this claim. An agreement to halt fighting by Ramadan would effectively head off a threatened Israeli assault on Rafah. Rafah is the last town on its southern edge of Gaza where more than half of the enclave's population is sheltering, mostly in makeshift tents. And for the very latest on this, our correspondent Jody Cohen has sent us this report. Listen in.
Hamas has said they don't know how many of the 134 Israeli hostages are still alive. This comes as the UN Commission published their report confirming Hamas's use of rape, gang rape and sexualized torture during Hamas's 7th of October attack on Israel. The Commission said it believes Hamas is continuing to abuse the hostages, and the US has called on Hamas to accept a temporary ceasefire by Ramadan. Meanwhile, Israel's War Cabinet Minister Benny Gantz is continuing his visit to the US on Tuesday, despite Prime Minister Netanyahu reportedly not authorizing the visit. Gantz will be meeting with Secretary of State Antony Blinken, where they're likely to discuss the hostage deal, aid to Gaza and de-escalation. This comes as US envoy Amos Hochstein visited Israel and Lebanon on Monday, on the same day as one Indian worker was killed and 2 injured by Hezbollah strikes on Israel. Hochstein said he is hopeful about efforts to restore calm. This is Jody Cohen for WION World is One.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.